everyone, and welcome back to another brand new episode of Motogp 24 Career. Now, after all the feedback from the last episode, I am going to keep the difficulty on 120%, and a lot of people seem to like the fact that the realistic kind of vibe of me being on a Honda, struggling to even score points, is crashing out of the lowly positions of 18th and stuff. So that's what we're going to do and continue going forward and kind of try and build a road to glory where we try and build our way up and maybe get the reps on and maybe start challenging for championships in a couple of seasons' time. So that is what we're going to do from now on. Now, if down the line the adaptive AI get patched, we might go back and try it because I do like the feature. The only thing I think is just the adaptive AI is always going to let you kind of nearly win. So it does just a slight flaw to it where no matter how fast or slow you are, you're always going to be near a podium, which no matter what bike you're on, that's kind of unrealistic. So I think maybe sticking with the slider AI might be better for realism, but we'll explore later as the career mode dives on. But for now, we're going to stick with the 120. I kind of probably struggle for the rest of the year. Now, coming up next, we have a test at Jerez. So back to it. Now, I'm not going to show much of this. I'll probably just give you my thoughts at the end. I'm going to go through what we are after testing and stuff. But mainly, this episode is going to be Le Mans. So it's our first test of the season. Hopefully, we have a lot of new things from Honda. I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't. But nonetheless, I'm still excited to hopefully see what we can test. So at the end of the test, good test actually, to be honest. We went on both bikes faster than we did all weekend in Jerez. The bike felt better. I'm hoping that it's not down to track conditions, temperature slightly better, because every aspect of the bike felt better. I felt better on corner entry, mid corner. I was just a lot quicker. So the fastest lap I did all of the whole weekend in Jerez for the race weekend was 37.0. Now the fastest I actually did in the test was 36.4. So it's a massive leap. The 35.3 on my right, I'm going to believe that's the top time in the whole session that they've written over my number. That's definitely not how fast I went. But yeah, it was just overall really good. So I'm going to stick with the one in the Castrol livery, even though I felt very good on this one. The faster laps came with this one and it felt quite good. But this bike felt really nice to ride. I think I maybe could have went faster on this one. So there's about 0.4, 0.3 in the difference, but I reckon I could have probably matched it. So kind of on the fence really, but you can see tire wear medium, fuel consumption high. The engine power is the same, fuel delivery is the same, stability is better on the carbon livery, and the electronics development is a massive step on this one, which I think is a big part of why it felt good. So we're going to go with the full factory bike at the moment that we have, and hopefully that is the right choice for Le Mans. Aha, so now we are up against Luca, someone we've actually beaten comfortably all year. So development is key to a winning season. Ahern's performance should convince Honda to invest in resources needed to be competitive. So hopefully they'll give me a Repsol seat. So we have the first session now at Le Mans coming up. I'm very interested to get in there and see. Will it be a good track that personally don't love, but we will try our best to get a good race weekend out of this one. I'm quite interested to see if the developments from the Jerez test come into fruition in Le Mans and give me some speed, because I definitely think we need something. Just quickly guys, if you do enjoy today's video, if you wouldn't mind, let me know with either a like or a comment, and maybe even consider subscribing for future videos. Thanks, back to the video. So once again, unfortunately, we are nowhere near. So Pecco did a 29.2. We are all the way down in P20. We're ahead of Nakagami, both factory Hondas. No, we are actually a good bit behind Zach, I must admit, almost half a second. So again, Hondas 19, 20, and 21st and all that. So we're second of the Hondas. Bike doesn't feel particularly good here. It doesn't feel like we've made a step at all from the test. It feels like we've gone backwards again. At the moment, we have pretty much two setups. One, I feel very good on corner entry. I can really control the bike on entry and really get to the middle of the corner well. But as soon as we get on the throttle, the bike understeers and I lose all my time on corner exit. The other setup is completely opposite. It feels much better on corner exit. I can kind of get on the power a bit earlier, but the bike is so loose on entry. Now my fast lap was done with the second setup, where I was a bit kind of loose on entry and better on exit. But I don't know if it's sustainable, because the harder you try with it, the worse it gets on entry. So it's a bit of a weird one. But for qualifying, we're going to have to maybe try to find a toe and see what we can do, because the really top 20 is going to be... I want to be top Honda really for qualifying, which is the goal as always. So it's quite overcast here on Saturday morning for qualifying, so maybe that might benefit me. I'm not too sure, but I have to give it a good few laps here. We have fresh softs front and rear, but I'm not too sure if it'll be enough. So it's about half a second off what we did yesterday, which is not very good. First sector was terrible on this lap and the last sector, but the middle sectors were good. So this lap started much better, and we're in a bit of a Honda train here. Mir and Marini in front of me. Again, look, just out there, just does not turn. Just have a lot of pumping, lost a lot of time there. Now into museum we come. I'm going to lose a lot of time because I'm really weird line in. So a 31-1 was our second lap. Just don't feel like I can go any quicker than that, because that was a clean lap from sector 1 to sector 4 as well. So we will go at the end of the lap. We're going to get another fresh set of softs if we have the allocation available, and go for one more lap.
The director offering up the final results screen as the last riders enter pit lane. As a reminder, the top 2 riders have just qualified for second qualifying, which will start in a few minutes.
So heartbreak, unfortunately, for both French riders. Fabio third in Q1, and unfortunately Zarco was down in P8. Top Honda for me, P7. That last lap I found a lot of time. Just the bike felt better, just hooked up better for most of the lap. So I managed to get the lap time out of it. So 30.7 fast lap of the weekend for me. Still nowhere near challenging to going through. I was still 0.6 off of Jack, which is out of my territory really, which is unfortunate. So we're going to be pretty much nowhere on the grid still. We're going to be struggling to be anywhere near. Obviously in the sprint we're going to have no chances of points. Maybe in the main race, if there's a few people pop off in front of us, we might be able to scrape a point or two. But at least we are top Honda. We qualified Augusto as well on a gas, pretty much a factory KTM. So small improvements over Hret. Obviously we're still not where we want to be, but baby steps. So in these kind of overcast conditions for the sprint, no question, full softs. So fresh softs are probably softs as well for the race, which is probably, I don't know if that's good or bad for me. To be honest, I don't think there is a good or bad situation. I don't think we all gone hard. I gain speed. I think I struggle no matter where we are. So P17 on the grid is better than last time out. So again, I would hope to get a good start and maybe just try and sit in and see what we can do. But it's going to be a difficult one again today.
After clinching another great pole, Martin will start from top spot. A few moments more and we'll see the race.
Okay, lights, action, let's go. Probably one of my better starts, in all honesty. Front tire is very cold. They're going to run it in hot and see can we be brave into 1 and 2. Almost contact for people in front. That is us up into higher positions. I don't know where we are. I'm too scared to look, to be brutally honest. Very bunched up here early on in the opening lap. Fabio up the road on that beautiful custom livery for today's race. Oh, we have a look up the inside. I would believe that Miguel it is. Everyone's so slow on this opening that we need to make headway. Push wide there. Thankfully, no triathlons on it. As Luca Marini, who's had a very good start. We're going to get a warning here if we touch the green, which we did. No warning though. Thankfully, we mustn't have touched it. Look at the drive we got on the Yamaha there. He obviously got a poor exit there. Unfortunately, Fabio's weekend's gone bad to worse. Did make Q2 and is going backwards in the sprint. Man up front is man we need to beat. Luca Marini, he is our goal as always. Mid to last corner, can I spring attack? So I want to get ahead of him and see can I go with the rest of the group. Have a look, but we're too far back, are we? Oh, we show my wheel on the penultimate corner's apex. Oh, big mistake out of the last corner. We just touched the curb and I had a massive moment. Let's let Fabio back at us. Come on, Honda Power. So tip in as if he's not there, and he's actually touched us, and a big crash for Quattraro. That is a huge incident, and no surprise that we are now under investigation. I don't really believe I was at fault for that one. He definitely could have saw we were there. We'll say though, we got a warning though for touching the green, which is completely flare. On a long lap penalty here in the sprint. So we have been deemed to be at fault for Fabio Quartararo's crash, unfortunately. Let me know in the comments if you think I was at fault for that or was it a racing incident. I'm not going to take it this lap. I want to get back on terms with Marini, to be brutally honest with you. Been our best race in a while. That incident with just out of the last corner cost me so much. One small mistake has cost me a lot of time to Marini and a long lap as well, all in one go. We're now on the back wheel of our factory teammate. And we look quicker. I must say, we look quicker, which is good for tomorrow's race. Where can we pass? There's a question. It's a bit wide in the museum, but there's not really any way through for me there. We're saying now at this point we're actually being held up touch by Marini. Into the last corner, if we can get a move into the penultimate corner here. Very hard place to overtake, so we're going to go for kind of a fast entry, see if we maybe line something up into the off chicane. Excellent drive out of the final corner and up the inside we go before even turn one on our factory stablemate. He fights back, Dormant touch wide. Alright, we need to push on. We lost the front. Right on cue, just saying we need to push on to bridge a gap because I have to take my long lap this lap. I'm going to go touch wide, isn't it? We're going to go dive to the inside at the spell, but we also go touch wide. Get the run up out of the Chapelle to Museum. Wide, hopefully he doesn't get us on the cutback. It doesn't. We're going to get a good drive down into the long lap. Long lap served, and we're now behind all of these guys. Miller all the way back here somehow. He must have had a really rough opening lap. The inside of Zarco we go. Small bit of contact. And not enough. I mean, up on the green, that's going to be a warning. Oh, thankfully not. Zarco there, for some reason, just did not give me any room, even though we got the move done. Tipped on me. Struggling out to stop it. We are definitely faster than these guys around me, but, and the big but is, so overtaking at this track is so difficult. Can we go around the outside of Rins? No, we can't. Switch the inside. Drive just anywhere really. Just anywhere, just trying to get some drive. Again, the bike is not cooperating on many parts of this track today. Curbs again, killing my drive. We get a good run through the chicane. It may be a lunge at Rins. It will be a lunge if we can even get near him. Inside we go, Rins. Give us space, please, Rins. It's going to be a drag race. But we've managed to pip him just to the line.
As the riders do their cool-down laps, let's take a look at the final classification of the race we've just seen.
So, Jorge Martin dominates once again here in the sprint in France. That is a massive gap actually in a sprint, 4.5 seconds. That's pretty impressive. 3/10 over everyone in terms of fast lap. Alex Marquez in P3, behind Bastianini, who's in second. Pecco down 7th, so again Pecco struggling in these sprints. A shout out for Aleix in P5. We unfortunately finished in P17. We were so close. We should probably have been take out our 3-second penalty. We're on the back of Raul Fernandez. I believe I can score points tomorrow, which is the only positive of today's race. We had some sort of speed for the points. We were faster than most bikes around us. Not as fast as, for example, Pretty's ahead of me, but we could have been there and maybe could have stretched us. And of course, Mir is last. Zarco, Miller, very, very worrying race for Jack here in France. Same with Augusto. Nice move on Alex Rins. Look, a little gap we beat him by, but we are massively quicker than him and the guys in front. So really, P15 is where our speed is at. We drop even further in the championship now as we are not scoring points, down to P6. So we are going to keep tumbling. I'd imagine we're going to tumble down to probably out of the top 15 eventually, I think, if you don't start picking up points. I know at the moment we have 70 points versus their 10-11 points, but if they keep scoring kind of points here and there, they will claw me back quite quickly. So we're being recommended medium front. I'm going to completely ignore that, go soft because the medium overheats, and again we're recommending soft rear. So we're going to race basically what we ran in the sprint. Might come back to bite me, but at this point we need to just risk something, so let's see how it goes.
Jorge Martin heads from pole position. All of the other riders on the grid breathing down his neck. In a few seconds, the lights will go out and the race will begin.
We need to get a better start than we did yesterday. We need to try and make up some positions off the line. Oh, super aggressive into one. Red flag, first of the season. Oh, up to bloody P9 as well. Oh, absolute shame that was. But I don't know if I was at fault. I think I had small contact with the back of Miller right at the apex of turn 2. I grabbed a handful. I was being over aggressive, I suppose, but we'll see if we have any warnings or penalties for that, because I wasn't sure in the heat of the battle was it my fault or not. So we're now starting P16, so we gained a position. I'm not too sure who in front is gone, but we're up 1 position, so let's see how we can go this time.
Everything's ready for the restart. After the accident, the riders are good and the track is safe again.
Okay, we actually got a pretty good start that time. Let's see, can we recreate it? Not too bad. Not amazing yet though. Look at the Aprilia off the line. Oh, another massive crash, I believe. That is a factory Ducati, I think, up the inside of a couple of bikes ago. Turn 1 is so crazy. We're up into P11. We really slide through there very, very tightly. And that is Quattraro again out. And we're being so aggressive here in the opening lap because they are a little bit on the weak side. We're up into the top 10. And a warning for an incident, I'm not too sure with or who or why. But who cares? We have had a brilliant start here in the French GP. And we've been given a long lap penalty. For... I don't know, to be honest. But we have a long lap penalty once again. So 2 races, 2 long lap penalties. That is very unfortunate. Fair enough, I could see the reason they gave me one for the Fabio Quartararo one. I don't know what I got this one for. So this is definitely not a cost. Look at the way the Aprilia rides away from us. You know for a fact Frankie is going to be up my inside any moment. As always though, we are going to sit here as long as possible, take it later than usual, just so we can kind of spread the field out a small bit. Maybe get dragged along by some of these front guys. Back to Ducati up the inside of me. Well, a GP24 of the Comic kind. Not really much point in fighting, frankly. We are not in his race today. If we don't score points today, I'll be very disappointed after being such a good side. Even with a long lap, I still think we could probably just fall in the top 12, 13 positions. Oh, VR46 to caddy of the Zeki. Having a look. We are starting to make a bit of a train. But we are just good enough on the brakes where we can hold them off for now. I've just noticed that Luke Remain is also, so he's not had a good start, so that means we will get a kind of big up on the team just beating him, because he was our main objective. He's already out of this one. We lost 2 positions to him in the sprint, but with him not scoring, if we just have a decent result here today, we'll definitely achieve the goal of beating him today, which is good. So we have failed to complete the long lap. I'm not too sure that's right, because we should have 3 laps from when we get it. We got on lap 1, it means 2, 3 and 4, so we should be able to do it on this lap, but we've been given the 3-second penalty, which is not the best, to be brutally honest. So game just doesn't know that you're not allowed to kind of give them out on the first lap, so we should have all of this lap to do it. So it's slightly silly there, because we should have been able to take it this lap after the group was kind of just spread out a small bit, but those are 3 seconds there. We just need to make sure that that 3 seconds doesn't put us out of the points. I actually feel like as well we might be just holding a candle to the speed that Frankie's doing in front, which is good. And we haven't really seen a wheel yet from the Zeki behind that one time where he was very close in the garage there, but for now it looks to be just doing enough. We're definitely catching the guys in front. We've not been this close into garage fair for many laps. It's just the drive power basically is where we're losing it all. See there, when I try and get on the power nice and early, we just understeer and run off the track, and look what they do to me on the hard acceleration. Is basically like being on a bad Yamaha, this bike. We are good through the corners and we make it up on the brakes, but not much anywhere else. We are right with them now, so just watch this out of here. Even in slipstream, already that's 3, probably 4 bike lengths. The slipstream we just about managed it, but we're never going to be able to attack from this far back. I suppose we just need to sit in here now and just see can we be smooth, consistent, stay in this group and keep this sort of speed up, because we're doing pretty well in this race. We're doing better than I had imagined. And we got very good exit there from Garage Fair, and just look what they've done to me. By the time I get the brakes, I'm 5-6 bike lengths back, and that is the overtake over for me. And as we saw, it's very difficult to plan an overtake in these little tight twisty parts at the back end of the track. Not really too sure what to do. Should I try and push on and see can I make an overtake, because I still have 3 seconds penalty, so no matter what I do, I'm still going to be behind these guys in my eyes, unless there's a calamitous tyre drop off the guys in front. But I imagine we're all on the same rear, and if anyone's going to have a tyre drop off on the front, it will be me. Let's scare Frankie off. We've actually... Have we... Oh, he tips across into the Chappelle. We keep the inside though. There was a small bit of contact, and again, hopefully the Shores leave that go. It's fair racing. We're up into P8. Oh, we're gonna have to go for it on a late. No, we're not. We can just about stop it. So we need to get out of the museum better. The next lap, here comes Frankie. Can the Aprilia slipstream just keep me in P8? Looks like it can. We're going to be running out of front tires soon, though. We're putting a lot of load through it. And again, just touch the car, push it very wide. Inside late, we go for a very speculative move. Can we get it done? Here's the inside for the multiple corners, in fairness to him. Try and get a good run out of here, but we already know what happens. Pretty as well, also just leaps away from my Honda. We are very strong corner entry everywhere, which is really nice. We go for the same move we did on Frankie. Get a better look at this one before we get to Chappelle. And that is up into P7 on track. Now, of course, our 3-second penalty will put us out of all these positions, but it's been some fun racing. Blaze trying to go around the outside. It's probably not going to work for the Spaniard. Keep it on Binder. We're gaining a lot on corner entry. Maybe too much. We attack immediately. No, we cannot. We got really close to the back of him there out of the chicane. Into the corner. Everyone seems a bit slower. Obviously, me with my soft front, I can just kind of ride different lines to everyone and carry a bit more entry speed. We're going to go for it into this penultimate corner. Keep him on the outside. Nicely done. And we just kind of bogged this run out the corner as well. This has been a brilliant race. Up to P6 on this Honda is absolutely nobody's business. Oh, race leader Maverick Vinales has binned it. Is he out though is the question. I'm not too sure where on track he is, or if he's out. Very uncharacteristic mistake from the Spaniard Vinales. That leaves Enea Bastianini into the lead of the race. We are catching Alex Marquez. Not by enough though. Front tyre repair, let's look how worn it is. It's absolutely perfect, so I think the soft is the right call. I think that's why this tyre gamble has paid off for me. Disaster for Mears, he now has a long lap as well. We have 1.6 backs to the guys behind, so I really need to just keep pushing this gap on. If I get 3 seconds over them, I'd be absolutely chuffed. We can get to the back of Alex Marquez. Maybe a bit of slipstream and a bit of something there might help me. We are pretty much on the back of Alex Marquez, very deep into the front of the corner though. And a poor exit. We're running out of laps now, we're down to lap. A few more really and that'll be it. So we need to keep pressing on this advantage we have and hopefully we can get ahead of Alex Marquez and just push on really from there and see if we build a gap to everyone. On the outside of Alex Marquez? No way, he's definitely going to have the inside of that. Oh, he cuts us back up. But we get such good drive out of Museum. Can he fight back on the brakes? We're pretty dangerous on the brakes usually. And we keep the position down into garage there. Beautifully done. This is now where we don't have any slipstream from anyone in front. He could come back at us. See, we are riding the white line to try and defend from him. And it looks like we've done a good job. We're touch deep into Shimano Buff. The only negative thing about passing Alex Marquez is I can't see the gap back to all the other riders that I was ahead of, so now we're kind of going off guesswork to see how far back we will fall when we get our penalty. With 3 full laps left, let's just try and push on and see. We just build gaps over everyone really. Warning for Marquez as well behind, so he's still pushing on, trying to catch me. The last lap here, we have 2.5 seconds back to Alex Marquez. Could we somehow get that up to 3 seconds on his last lap? We're going to keep pushing. Well, the top 5 here in Le Mans would be absolutely ridiculous. It's 2.9 as we leave garage there. Just gone over 3 seconds, you'll imagine. Out of here though, he will find a bit of that time back. be perfect to Shimano Buff. We've been very good all race through here, and again, we are even on to set our personal best lap of the race, which is going on this Honda at this point in the race. Keep pushing now, not amazing through these last 2 corners, that would cost me time. Into the penultimate corner we come. It's 3.5 seconds. I can't imagine how we lose this one now. Up to the line, we've lost a lot of drive. That's the fastest lap gone. But it is a brilliant result. I don't know what, but what a race that was.
In a few minutes, the top 3 riders will arrive for their well-deserved podium ceremony. In the meantime, let's take a look at the MotoGP race final results.
So, P17 up to P5 with a penalty. Unfortunately, the 3-second penalty wouldn't have done anything for us. Some of the guys behind us, like look at Bezecchi's speed and Alex Rins, they had more outright lap time speed, but they just weren't able to use it and be consistent with it. See, Miller doesn't finish, Fabio doesn't finish, Luca Marini doesn't finish, Zarco doesn't finish. So, a lot of Honda issues again. Yeah, Nakagami to pass lap of the race somehow. Don't believe that. That's obviously a simulated time. We're down to P14. I believe he must have crashed on the opening lap. Is that him going scuttling across turn 2's gravel trap early in the race? But to be splitting the Marquez brothers here in a full length race. This isn't a sprint. This isn't kind of luck that we just got enough position and held on. We had serious race pace, and they were consistently in the low 31s. And we felt good, and I was able to overtake as well, which was really interesting. So, Bastianini from Jorge Martin and Vinales with a crash. Vinales probably would have had this one in the bag, bar the spill in Shimano Buff, I believe, was with about 4 laps to go. But yeah, I'm absolutely wrecked after that, and that was such an emotionally and physically draining race, but what a race it was. And we actually hold station in the championship now. We are in 85 points, so the goal will be to get to 100 points. That is always the kind of the goal, taking it to triple digits. Pego is dropped to 3rd in the championship. Enea and Martin have both jumped up one position. 9 points separating the top 3 in the class, and 25 separating the top 5. Basically, that's a really tight championship after we leave here in Le Mans. So we're nearly at top rider status. We need about 25,000 RP. So until we get that reputation, we probably still stuck at being one of these guys that can't really sway enough in the team. But we did our goals, which is the main thing. We respond to Pecco. What did he say? Horn's good result doesn't belittle the great job the entire team. We have to do better in Catalonia. That's kind of, again, we'll try and keep everyone on form. If someone comes at me saying something negative against me, we'll maybe take it differently. But he was just kind of complimenting our form. But yeah, that was a brilliant result. So if you take out the Jerez 23rd, P1, P2, P5, P8. So it's been a good start to the season. Obviously, the upgrades from the Jerez test really have helped us, because you maybe still aren't amazing over 1 lap, and I don't think I'll be making many appearances in Q2 this season. But if we can have that sort of race rhythm and race pace, we can definitely have a good season and build upon this. But we're going to leave it there. Hope you have enjoyed today's episode. If you did, drop a like, subscribe to see more, and I'll catch you in a future episode of MotoGP 24 Crown Mother. Thank you all for watching. See you in the next one. Slán go fóill.